Hey there, all you guys and gals, you hip cats, cool kittens, you diesel-powered disciples of cool. This is a very special day after Christmas episode of Comixstravaganza live from the Houdini room here at the Casa de Cool. First day with my new tongue. We are going live on the air right now because just delivered, like 20 minutes ago, was this brand new Comic Bento. Now, for those of you who don't know, I'm flying solo today. I am the diesel punk prophet of pop culture, John Pica. Some of you know me better as the King of Swing, the Tower of Power, Big Daddy Cool, Johnny Della Rocca, whatever. I'm here to do a live bento box opening here on Comixstravaganza Live. And I've got my handy Navy pilot survival knife to assist. Now, what I love about Comic Bento is the packaging is just outstanding. And this says a very special Comic Bento. This is the one I've really been waiting for all month, to tell you the truth. And let me see. Oh, golly, they've got a label on it. That's why I can't open it. So we got to cut that label off. There we go. So, packaging is always great. And, oh my, this thing is already packed full. Now, this was the December throwback retro bento box. And this thing is packed full. Holy cow. First of all, great packaging. They've got the air cushioning in. Oh my gosh, this is huge. This is fantastic. So, vacuum sealed plastic. And just at first count, 1, 2, 3, 4 graphic novels. But one of them is a nice big hardcover. And we'll get to that here in just a minute. Now, this is the throwback bento, which meant that they were going to pick titles and curate titles that were classics. So, without further ado, here we go. And this is great. I can't believe I don't have this in my own personal collection, so I'm really happy to get it. It is the Avengers Marvel Masterworks, volume number 2, actually. So this starts with issue number 11 and goes through issue number 20. And these were actually some of my more favorite stories because we'd kind of gotten past, establishing the concept of the Avengers. They'd gotten past a lot of the turmoil, and now we got into some really solid story writing. Marvel Masterworks, The Avengers, volume number 2. So that's exciting. Now this is interesting. Battlestar Galactica, volume 1, Memorial. Now I've got to tell you, I watched Battlestar Galactica when I was a kid. This is based on the original series with Dirk Benedict and Richard Hatch and Lauren Green. And I watched this when I was a kid, but it never really captured my imagination the way that Star Wars did. And of course, that's why they produced the series, was to compete with Star Wars on TV. Interesting. I have not read any of the series, but this is based in the original Battlestar Galactica timeline. So, Battlestar Galactica, looking forward to that. All right, this is just funny. This is hilarious. Because talk about your throwbacks to the 90s. We've got Youngblood, Volume 1, Focus Tested. This is Rob Liefeld's, or is it? No. This is not the original Liefeld series. Oh, wait a minute. Is this what I think it is? It's Casey, Donovan, and Crabtree. So, looks like Rob Liefeld only did the covers. Interesting. I am unfamiliar with this. Now, for those of you who aren't familiar with Youngblood, This was Rob Liefeld's first creator-owned title. He left Marvel with McFarlane and Eric Larson and Jim Valentino and Jim Lee, and they created Image. And Rob Liefeld's first book out the bat was Youngblood. Now, I never read it because, I'm going to be honest with you, I couldn't stand Rob Liefeld's art. Had no problem with his ideas, with his character ideas, although a lot of them for Youngblood were recycled from X-Force. But he created a couple of really good ones. And so now that I know that this is not his artwork, and it's actually pretty solid artwork, I will probably, Derek Donovan and Joe Casey is the writer. So we've got Shaft, who was a cool character, Badrock, Cougar, Doc Rocket, who was a later character, Johnny Panic, and Die Hard. So Youngblood, Volume 1, Focus Tested. Now this is really cool. And this is actually wrapped in its own packaging. It is from M-Press, Beatles, the fifth Beatle. And let's see, the book says, the fifth Beatle reveals a side of the Beatles manager that most of us would not ever have imagined existed, and in doing so it renders the Beatles story in a fresh, sophisticated way, full of poetic variation and surprising delicacy. Wow. Ooh, and the artist is Kyle Baker, one of my favorite artists. I love the Beatles, and I love Kyle Baker's art, and this is exciting. This is a hardcover piece. I'm going to go ahead and open it while we're on the air here. Very cool for a throwback title. The year is 1961 where this is set. So the Brian Epstein story, he was the manager of the Beatles, and Dave Marsh, who worked with Bruce Springsteen, says that he was the fifth Beatle. So we're going to open this up. Really nice linen finish hardcover here. Beautiful painted artwork. Really fantastic art. Of course, it's Kyle Baker, rather, and one of my favorite artists. And wow, just some really great stuff. And I can't wait to read this. I love the Beatles. I love Kyle Baker, so this is going to be a lot of fun. So a lot of good stuff, a lot of new stuff, a lot of stuff I'm not familiar with. And Merry Christmas to me. If you guys got your bento box, let us know what you think. You can post in our comments on our Facebook page, or go to our blog page on Tumblr. You can post comments there. You can send us email at comicstravaganza@gmail.com. Visit us at comicstravaganzalive.com. And of course, check out our sponsor, Comic Bento. They are one of the sponsors of the show. mycomicbento.com. That takes you through our link to their site. And if you sign up, we get a little bit of a kickback. They're also doing a year-end bento box clearance. You can get these boxes from previous months for $10. It's pretty awesome. This one was $20, and just by looking, I'm gonna guess, let's see, $50 right here, $49.99 on the retail. So already we've doubled our investment. Let's see, the Youngblood is $9.99, so we've got about $60 there. Then Battlestar Galactica is $20, so $80, and Marvel Masterworks is $25. So what, we're looking at $105 worth of graphic novels for less than $25. $20 plus the shipping and handling. I think it was $25 total. So, man, you can't go wrong with that. And look, here's what I do. Because not every one of these titles will I love. So what I don't love, but I think one of my friends might, I use them as gifts, or we give them away here on the show to fans and introduce fans to other stuff. So I'm going to read them, and what I love, I'm going to keep. What I don't love, I'll share with somebody else who I think will love it. And that's one of the beautiful things about Comic Bento, and one of the things I love the most about them. Again, visit them at mycomicbento.com, and that'll help us out. Well, that's it for our very special Christmas edition of Comixstravaganza Live. We will be back the second week of January with our live episodes. We're going to have a lot of changes coming up, so just bear with us as we feel through those and get acclimated. We're going to be expanding our audio podcast broadcasting. We're looking for people right now to do both audio and video from their location to join the Comixstravaganza network. So if you are an aspiring videocaster or an aspiring podcaster, we've got the network. Get in touch with us at comicstravaganza@gmail.com. Well, guys, that's it. Until the next time, Merry Christmas. Swing hard, swing often. I gotta turn off my own camera. Catch you later.